Didn't you say at one when there was a big bang, one of the
oven one went.
the oven trip?
Yeah, I'll show you. But it still kept happening. So I took it out and I tightened the connectors out, which was my biggest error. And then I put it back, and we were sitting there minding our own business, and then there was this pop and smoke. Right?
Oh, smoke out of here.
Yeah. And
Smoke.
Yeah. And that's when it...
That guy's funny, makes me laugh, because he likes doing little bits himself. Hi there, Delroy again from Eastway Electrical. Just come to a job to do something with a cooker. Whatever the guy, it's a place I've worked at before. I've been here quite a couple of times at least. I think the last time I came here, I had to put a shaver point into a bathroom, and it was a bit tricky because it was all tiled. Anyway, he phoned me up. He said his oven, every time he used the oven, it was tripping the RCD. And he had a new board put in by his other electrician, and they put a split board in. I don't know why. But anyway, so every time he uses the oven, it trips the RCD. When the oven's not on, the RCD works fine. So I said, it's probably to do with your oven. So he got an oven guy in to come and check it. He said the guy took it out, looked all over it, tested all over it, and there's no problem. And the guy said when he took off the cooker switch, there was a bit of loose connection, but he tightened them up. And then after that, they started using the oven, and there was a big bang. The RCD didn't trip, but the MCB tripped. So that indicates to me either a short circuit, live to neutral, or an overload. Because if it's earth to neutral, or earth to neutral, or earth to phase, the RCD will trip. When it's short circuit or overload, the MCB trips. So he said, yeah, something happened, and he's ordered a new switch, and now he wants me to come and fit the switch. Anyway, so I don't know whether he wants me to test the circuit or just fit the switch. So I'll go up there and find out what he wants. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. Yeah.
When I turn the oven on, after a while...
What, it still happens now?
Yeah, after a while, this side of this new board pops. So that comes down, right?
Right.
So that's
because it was down at the minute.
No, I was just testing it for
yeah.
To see if it was any better, but it isn't.
Didn't you say at when there was a big bang, one of the
oven one went.
The oven trip?
Yeah, I'll show you. That's right, because now the reason I was testing it this morning is because, and I don't know whether this is relevant. I'll tell you anyway. Is that the end of last week when we were doing it, if I put it on a setting where the light's not on, there's like an eco setting, eco setting where if you put it on the light will go out.
Yeah.
And when we were running it without the light on, it seemed to be better. But as soon as we put it back in a normal setting, after a while, and then talking about after about 10 minutes,
it trips.
It trips. So I looked at the light this morning and I tightened up the cover because the screw was at an angle for some reason, but it doesn't seem to work. So that's not the answer. And then this is the junk over it. This is the socket that's knackered.
Yeah.
Or at least seemed to be knackered. This is the one that popped, and the guy came and he took the. He took this all out, and he looked at all the electrics and kind of took all the panels off and was testing all of his machine and what have you, and he couldn't find any fault on the oven. So, but then I said, well, it's operated from the switch here. So he took all that out, and he said one of the connectors was a bit loose, so he tightened that up. But it still kept happening, so I took it out and I tightened the connectors out, which was my biggest error. And then I put it back, and we were sitting there minding our own business, and then there was this pop and smoke. Right?
Oh, smoke out of here.
Yeah. And
smoke.
And that's when it tripped the oven switch.
Well, that means either there's a short circuit.
Yeah.
So That's the
That's the old one.
That's the old one.
And this is a replacement.
So when you is it all black behind there then? Or
A little bit,
Okay.
but no, it wasn't.
from a pop? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. You could see it was smoke, but it wasn't. It wasn't like burnt.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can see that. You'll see on
Yeah.
the back of it. There's like smoke.
Yeah.
On the back because it's
Yeah,
white. But this, I thought, at the very least, we ought to change that. So I got
Yeah.
one of those.
So the thing is, I wonder if the guy done a portable appliance test on it, on something like this. There could be a leakage to earth somewhere. But hold on, let's.
Right.
So you want me to just change that? Yeah.
Yeah, at very least. But if you can find out if there's anything wrong with it, that'd be great. I mean, in the end, the other thing that I should say, which was slightly alarming, and I sent him an email about it, is when he'd gone, on one occasion, but only on one occasion, this panel here got really hot. But then it stopped. It's not done that again.
But it shouldn't do, should it?
No, absolutely not. Because no, it shouldn't, and it never has before, and it never has since. So I don't know why it did that. He said in the end was that he couldn't find anything wrong with it, but that if this was heating up, he thought there might be some sort of what he described as a motherboard fault.
Motherboard.
And he said this model is so old, because I think it was probably like 15 years ago, that they don't have spare parts for
But
it anymore.
insane thing, 15 years, is that really that old for something like this, is it?
No,
Is
no,
it really?
I have no idea.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've come across, like the guy that I work for, Wrexham work from, he's had a microwave since the late 70s,
Right.
and it's still working.
Okay.
So, I mean,
encouraging.
this is, what make is this?
Gaggenau.
I mean, I don't know the make, but it looks like a nice thing. Surely
Yeah.
it should last more than 15 years. Or maybe things just throw away nowadays.
Well, they
who
probably
knows?
build in obsolescence so they can make people buy another.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
it.
interest you in a car?
When you phoned me up,
Yeah.
from the sound of it, it sounded like this. But there's a plug there for it to be plugged into, or a connection for this to be connected into.
Yeah.
What I usually do is just make sure that everything from the fuse board to here, from here to there is fine.
Yeah.
And once you know that's fine, it's usually this.
Yeah.
But if you say he's took it, but he wouldn't. I don't think he would know how to check that part of it. I'm not sure. But
No, we didn't really,
all right, then let's just
I just don't get on with it. I didn't really know.
let me just turn off and then.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a bit. Andrew, look. Now this is the. Look, you see this. See, that's not fitted properly. You know that, don't you? Because that.
No, I just took that off.
When it goes back, does it sit properly right next to it?
If you're
Okay.
it will if you're on an idiot like me.
Okay.
So this I have to get it back on sometime. I think so. It's just a question of.
Should be pushed over. Right. Okay. Now, thing about it is. All right. I just want to check something just to make sure. Oh, look, see, it's all burnt. No, yeah, that's a right proper blowout. Yeah. When you got these things, they should always leave a little bit more of a gap. To be honest, I would do that. So that means you can easily get the stuff on.
So it's just pop.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, what it is, because it's a split board, I need to for it to stop. I need to disconnect it from the circuit completely. But let me just reconnect it quickly, and then I'll put it back on for you. Oh, look. See that?
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, look. Yeah.
Did that do it?
Yeah, that look, see, it's black there, it touched earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is, probably when whoever was pushing it back,
Yeah.
they pushed it against, you can see there, it was caught against that.
Yeah.
Shot, and this damaged the...
Would that cause it to?
Sorry?
Would that cause it to?
Yeah, that's a dead short. That's a dead short. What I'm going to
Or
do...
would that cause the circuit to trip?
Yeah, because that's what's happened, it's touched here. You can see, because you look at the side there, you see it's black.
Oh.
That was pushed against that, so that's what's happened.
Yeah, but even if that wire were fixed, would it still?
Oh yeah, no, that'd be fine. It's not. It's just Yeah, it's not gone right through it. It's sort of no, I think that'd be okay. What I'll do, I'll get a bit of sleeving. I'll put some sleeving over it.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that should be okay. D as well. I don't think this is going to go back properly. Andrew, that won't go back like it should do because they've not left enough space between the back boxes. So the covers slightly overlap. Or I wonder if this is a slightly bigger thing. Let's have a look.
Identical. Maybe the lug is twisted inside.
No, you see, I can't see it was any difference before because you can't. One lug move up and down, but they don't move sideways. So.
No, is it twisted though?
No, maybe it was like that you didn't notice because look, when you push it back, it's sitting on there, see? It should be side by side, but the gap between that back box and this back box is not enough.
Maybe you can move the other one across it.
No, you won't be able to. Because the thing is, what they should have done, they should have had one, say, here, and then leave maybe a 2-inch gap because it's glass.
Yeah.
Because what I think, they didn't want to leave a little thin bit of glass in between because that could break. So what they should have done is put them further apart so you've got a solid bit of glass in between.
Yeah, and it's the same on this side though. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
that's overlapping.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's overlapping. Yeah. So it's all clever. All this glass. It's not, and it can be done properly, but you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you could say they've been a bit sloppy.
Yeah,
you know,
because
I'm sure this wasn't cheap work. You know,
Yeah.
so you know, attention to detail. You know, you need to, or whatever, or what happens as well. What they should have been doing, they should have been looking for a box that's already joint together because it provides you the space. But I don't think they do 2 double boxes that are joint together. They do 2 single boxes that are joint together and a single and a double, but not 2 double as far as I know. So they should have been a bit more clever, like move them further apart. But the thing is, though, when they've done it, they've seen that it's not right, and rather than say, look, let's correct it, you know, because I'm sure at the original time they could have taken the glass off and redone it or something, but maybe.
I think part of the problem is that people are having to work done weren't here.
Yeah. Yeah, but even, I mean, if it was me, I would notify the people because, you know, you don't just leave it. It's a chance. You take a chance because people don't really know what they probably, you see that and you think, oh, that's normal. Well, you think that's just normal, but, you know.
Well, apart from being sloppy, though, does it affect the...
No, it doesn't affect anything. It's just a look. You know, it's just a look. So, because even this one, look, they're crooked, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, look. Yeah. That one's overlapping that one, and it's sort of crooked because you can see, yeah?
I agree with you.
This one's overlapping, but it's straight at least.
Yeah. All right, should we try and...
Yeah. Yes, it should switch on, should be.
What usually happens is we put this on like this.
Yeah.
And then after about 10 minutes...
Trips, yeah?
Trips, yeah.
Okay, well, let's give it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Good enough. Yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes.
It's so weird.
Yeah, we'll keep... do it without the light then. Put it in the position that where it usually trips.
Yeah, it's like this when it trips.
Oh, it's like
but
this, yeah?
If we put it on eco, so the light's not on,
yeah,
it seems all right.
Okay. Yeah.
But would they, you know, when you say potentially an earth fault, could that be an earth fault out the plug? Or do you think it's
No, what happened there, it looks, well, you can tell what's happened. When they've been pushed back, the cables were, the brown cable, which is a live cable, was caught onto the back box, and the back box is earthed.
Yeah.
So that's when you heard that bang.
Yeah.
Right? And that's when that tripped.
Well, wait, can you just check one more thing for me?
Yeah.
Which is whether there's power going to this. Have you got like one of those things?
Power going to...
This live. I've been trying to fix it, but I've changed absolutely everything. I've changed there's a little block inside, they sent me a new one, I changed that, I changed the transformer,
Yeah.
I've changed the...
Have you got pair
bulb.
steps?
Yeah, I've changed the bulb. It's driving me crazy. I've changed everything. And it still won't work. There's a transformer for each one, and there's one of these little round connectors for each one.
All right, I'll tell you what, let me get up there. Okay, 240 volts coming in. Let me just check at the transformer. Right, you've got 240 volts coming in. Nothing coming out. Yeah, you've got nothing coming out. So this is new, you said?
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah. Well. Something's gone on here because that's all brown, like some sort of burnout situation. And really all these connections should be in a box, should be properly in a box. And yeah. What I suggest should happen here is a new bit of cable coming straight from here. Get rid of that joint, straight into here. And then reconnect this.
Why is there nothing coming out of it then?
Sorry?
Why is there nothing coming out of it?
Well, if there's nothing coming out on the load side, that means this is damaged.
Well, that's literally...
So when you put it in,
Yeah.
did it work?
No.
Oh, so you bought this, put it in, and it doesn't work.
Correct. I bought everything new. I put it in.
Right, 240 volts there. Well, if you've got 240 volts there, you should have 12 volts coming out here, but there's no volts, nothing. Tells me that this is faulty.
But we're not 40, you think the whole thing would work?
Well, I can't...
Where's the cable burnt? Or which side?
Here, look, up the top here. On this cable, it's damaged and burnt.
Right.
There's a... See, the thing is, if that's touched here, it would have blown that side, probably, yeah. So, yeah, it's, you can see it there, it's damaged.
Without the light, and you'll see, that's what was slightly...
Well, so, if you've got it on for a long time without the light, you say it doesn't trip.
Right.
Well, that tells you there's something wrong with the oven.
What the other light?
Well, it's part of the oven, so there's something wrong with the oven. That the thing is, I haven't got my rig to do a appliance test on it. Well, that guy's funny, makes me laugh because he likes doing little bits himself. Yeah, so I think that's got to be the oven. You know, I can't see it being anything wrong with the circuit. It's got to be the oven. Which I don't know what the appliance guy done, but he must know. He must know. But all the symptoms that he's described to me, it's got to be the oven. So, yeah, that's all I can say. And I think trouble with him, what I think was happened there, he had something done, a new bathroom fitted or something, and the bathroom guy saying, oh, you need RCD protection or something for the bathroom, so you need a new fuse board. Which he didn't, because he already had a Crabtree fuse board there, and it was a mixture of RCBOs and MCBs. So all they needed to do was take out the MCBs and put RCBOs in. But they decided to change the fuse board. Anyway, and then a guy's come to do something to his bar unit, and he's done some electric work himself. He's not an electrician, so I think that's a lot of his problem, because he's got quite a few problems with the electrics there over the years. letting all these different people do work. But I suppose he's just going by what they say. He doesn't know. They've come in and said, oh, before we do this, we need to do that. And anyway, that's what's happened there. But in this position here, this particular situation, I think it's the oven, which I said over the phone. But obviously, whoever fitted the switch didn't do it properly. Okay, cool. See you next time. Bye.